Number 12, work, play your bingo.
Especially with lower corn prices recently and restricted supply of livestock, we've really seen feeders and fats come up a lot in price, and that has driven a lot of the market in breeding stock. That has really pushed up prices in breeding stock as well. And so one of the questions I get a lot is, can I buy breeding stock and make money off of this? And looking at this relatively simple financial model that I presented a bit ago, basically what we're showing is you can make very high returns even with purchasing females, and I know at very high prices in a lot of cases. And this tool will also, if you put in the scenarios, you can pretty much put any scenario you can imagine in there in terms of looking at, should I buy new breeding stock? Should I sell the heifers I have, or should I develop them and expand that way? So you can do a lot of things with the tool, and if you want to contact me, I can send you the spreadsheet, and we can talk a little bit about how that works. In a net present value calculation, there's a discount rate, and that's kind of the whole point of the spreadsheet. Is to put in a rate of return that you are comfortable with, that you want to make on your investment in those cows, and it will net out interest cost if you use debt, and that's all in the spreadsheet as well. But there's a net present value calculation that will essentially tell you whether or not you're going to get that rate of return based on the scenario in terms of costs, prices, and expected calving opportunities that you'll get out of that breeding stock that you're looking at buying or retaining. One of the ways that economists think of valuing capital assets like breeding stock is just to discount the cash flows that we get. And those calves are cash flows from an asset, which is your breeding stock. And so, if things are working well in the market, and generally those prices are gonna be such that the breeding stock is going to be based on the value of the calves. And so, I think demand is stronger than it has been since the early 2000s, demand for beef. I think herd rebuilding is a long process, and so that creates, supply isn't likely to just, snap back really high. So I think there's a good reason to think that these high calf prices will probably strengthen in the coming months, and then tail off a little bit, but certainly not, back down to, say, $1.30 or something like that a pound, within the next several years.